Okay guys, so the hanging knee raise exercise, a little bit of a regression or an easier alternative to the more commonly known hanging leg raise, and it's an exercise that I recommend for a lot of people to do before trying the leg raise, just to make sure that they've got adequate core stability to make sure they know how to control their body position. If you haven't already, I would strongly recommend that you watch the video on how to perform an active hang, because that has a big role to play on this exercise. So you're going to hang from the bottom of the pull-up position with a pronated grip, so palms facing away from the body. You're going to perform the active hang motion, so basically you're going to draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears, trying to create as much space between your shoulders and your head as possible. That should create tension in your lats, which will help create stability throughout the course of the movement. And then all you're going to do from here is brace in your abs, slowly crunch your knees up towards your chest. Okay, now as you can see in the video, you're focusing on getting your knees as high as you can and slowly lowering back down. Now the biggest mistake people make on this is they either A, move too quick, or B, they don't actually get the abdominals involved in the movement and they only use their hip flexors. So if you watch the video again, you'll see that as I'm lifting my knees up, I'm also tucking my pelvis under slightly. I'm trying to get my knees right up to my chest rather than just simply lifting them in the air. What this does is pulling the pubic symphysis up towards the sternum. That's where you're going to get the maximal squeeze in your abs, and then we are lowering under control back to the start position. You also want to focus on keeping as much tension through the core as possible and minimize the use of your legs. So a good cue that I tend to use on this with a lot of people is to relax your feet and try and avoid curling your toes up towards your knees, because that tends to recruit your hip flexors a little bit more as well. So main cues: draw your shoulders down away from your ears to get tension in your lats. As you lift your knees up towards your chest, focus on tucking your pelvis under, keep your feet relaxed and slowly return to the start position on each rep.